Hey, Mortgage Coach community, Dave Savage here, and today I am interviewing someone who was one of the country's top real estate agents. Today he's a mentor and coach to lots of top real estate agents. Welcome to the community, Mr. Brian Moses. How you doing?
I'm doing awesome. Thanks for having me today, Dave.
Good. Well, I'm looking forward to getting to know you. I've had a number of people tell me I should interview you. So reminder to the Mortgage Coach community, if there's someone you want me to interview, reach out to me, PM me, text me, put it on social. So Brian, tell us a little bit about your backstory as a real estate professional, and then let's get into, what your real estate clients are telling you today.
Sure. Well, again, thanks for having me. It's a privilege to meet your group. I've been in real estate since 1990. I struggled for 5 years. And I'm really grateful to your industry because it was one of my lenders in my market that really helped me break through and marry the two industries so I could be more successful and really turn the page on me. And I can give you an example about that. When I was selling real estate, struggling in the beginning, I was frustrated because I was showing homes to people. Your originators have agents that are showing homes. They don't get paid unless they do deals. So my loan originator called me and he said, "Hey, Brian, what's going on?" I go, "Well, I got this client. I've been showing homes after homes after homes." He goes, "What's the problem?" I go, "They're not buying." He goes, "Well, are you breaking down monthly payments to them so that they can make a decision?" And I said, "No." He goes, "Let me meet with you on a Saturday morning." So he met me at a Saturday morning, showed me how to calculate stupidly, right? I felt embarrassed after the fact, how to break down a monthly payment for my buyers. And man, I was popping deals left and right. He was happy. I was very happy. So one of the things your audience can do is help their real estate agents break down monthly payments.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, in the Mortgage Coach community, we try to even go one step further and what's the cost of waiting? If you could get a family to go, wow, if I wait and rates go up a little bit, values go up a little bit, what's the cost over time? Like buy now, don't wait. So love, right? Yeah, no, and then blow it up over time. Don't just show them the monthly cost of waiting, show them the 5-year cost of waiting. So I love that, Brian. That speaks well to our community. Now tell us a little bit about your coaching practice. What kind of agents do you coach and what type of services do you bring to the space?
So I coach some of the best in North America. My entry-level client will do about 40 deals a year. I want people that are already successful in selling real estate, not to fill out a purchase and sale. I like to do business with people that are doing or have visions of doing lots of business. Over the years, I gave you that one example. I've been obsessed as a real estate agent in creating out processes and systems. So I teach agents processes and systems so that they can be more successful. For example, the sales process, what to do first, second, third, fourth. I've made all the mistakes, Dave, over the years. When I made a mistake, I'd go back and look at it and go, what could I have done differently? And one big mistake that real estate agents are making is that they're qualifying the prospect over the phone before they get the appointment. So they don't need to. If somebody is walking into a Mercedes-Benz dealership, probably a pretty good chance that A, they're looking for a car, and B, they can qualify for that car. Now, that's not always the case, but real estate agents get so caught up in qualify because internally we don't want to waste our time. And although it's an important piece to the puzzle, they should make a compelling offer to to their buyers, book the appointment, and then get them in the hands of a competent professional like yourself or the viewers watching.
Right. So good point. Be present. Connect with people, drive the sales process before you start putting barriers in front of them. Now what about I have a couple questions because I know our community always wants to get meetings with realtors. Most successful loan officers, the way they do it is they have great relationships. the way they get those great relationships is they get meetings.
Yeah.
Any do's or don'ts you have for the loan officer community listening on, what not to do if they want to get a meeting with one of your agents, or what they should do to get a meeting with one of your agents?
Yeah, so when I was selling, people would drop rate sheets off and call me and say, hey, do you want to meet? Do you want to meet? Do you want to meet? So that's a don't. That would be on my don't list. Don't just call and say, do you want to meet? Especially the more successful agents in the community, they're busy. They're treating their business like a business. The other thing is, a lot of real estate agents are reaching out to you, your professionals, saying, hey, will you contribute to my marketing budget? Instead of doing that, perhaps you could offer them leads or go into a lead platform where you, the lender, controls the spend. Instead of just giving money to real estate agents and they don't know what they're doing, what they really want is leads. Another thing that you could do, we're doing workshops with loan originators all over the US to add value in their community and get loan originators in front of 200-300 top producing agents in a morning. That's a good opportunity to get in front of agents.
So one-to-many events, do mastermind events, do sales rallies. Sounds like sometimes they bring you in to add value and deliver value at those events.
Yeah. Another one, in the early years, we were doing broker open houses. That's always a great opportunity. But the more successful an agent is, I think the less broker open houses they do. So that would be a third opportunity to reach out with somebody. And another one, when I worked with Chet Holmes, this guy that he wrote the book, The Ultimate Sales Machine, we were talking about that earlier. He talked about using market data to get an appointment, or, adding some sort of value rather than just let's meet. So one opportunity is, I'd like to meet with you or your team to show you 3 strategies that will help you close more sales. And one of those strategies could be, calculating monthly payments for your buyers. So if they're trying to get in with a new agent, that might be a strategy to do it. But just that headline, I'd like to show you 3 strategies that will help you close more sales. And you could ask the realtor, how many new opportunities do you get each month? I'm on Commissions Inc., or I'm on Money Tree, or they're on some sort of platform, and they're getting 100 leads a month. That's 1,200 leads a year. How many deals did you sell? I sold 20. So that's 1,180 deals that you didn't do. Let me show you some strategies that will help you close more of those.
I love that. Well, by the way, I love the hook. Let me show you some strategies to close more business. One thing that we're advocating and teaching loan officers to do is do annual reviews, really optimizing your past customer database.
Love it.
And I find that most loan officers don't do a very good job of that. And very few realtors do a very good job of really mining their database, doing annual reviews, proactively reaching out, and doing anything other than just automated marketing. Do you align with that? That like literally 90%, maybe 95% of agents don't do that.
98%. Yeah, I'm totally agree.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So guys, I'm going to do 2 things. One, I'm going to put a link to a video down below. You're watching this on YouTube. I interviewed Danny Harani, one of America's top loan officers, and in this interview down below, he's talking about how he has a conversation with an agent to get them to, partner together. Now, by the way, I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying Danny's got it all figured out. He doesn't. He's still working on it. But you need to do that. I mean, I think both real estate agents and loan officers, you're in the referral-based local advice business.
Yes.
And if you do not do those annual reviews, if you don't build those clients for life, you know what? Lenders, internet companies that are in the mortgage business are going to get you. And realtors, the same thing's coming for you. And so your database is huge. Anything else you want to riff on that? Any other database strategies for either lenders or loan officers?
Well, I think another way to, I'm thinking for your audience to get in front of more quality agents, really it's about adding value. Whenever you add value to somebody, they want to meet with you, right? When I'm talking to a buyer on the phone, if I just go, hey, can you get in your car and come to my office so we can have a meeting? That's not a very compelling offer. But if I can show them how they can save money in the purchase process, now I've got their attention. So we always want to add value. Another headline, of course, your originators would need to figure out how to do this, but there's many, many strategies. And I know you got people on here that are very, very talented. But here's a headline. If you called the top producer in your market and said, hey, I'm not looking for anything in return. I just want to meet with you and talk to you about how you can increase your average sales price. I don't know what your average sales price was last year, but we're doing something here at ABC Lending. And we're helping real estate agents increase their average sales price because we benefit when that happens. So I'd like to see if you're open to that, and show them the value of that. I had a consulting call, Dave, with a client in Canada. They had a really high price point, $900,000. I've got some clients in California that have some higher price markets, but there's other parts of the country where the average sales price really makes a difference. And if you increase your average sales price by $50,000, $80,000 and you did 20, 40, 60 more deals, that's significant.
That's really significant. Well, if you don't mind, just riff some of the ideas and strategies to increase purchase price for agents. I mean, the more I can make a loan officer an expert on how to help a realtor, the better. So, give us some ideas.
So one is being intentional in what you do. I always ask people, what was your lowest sales price last year when I'm coaching them? And they go, I had a guy the other day, he goes, well, it was about 90,000. I go, what was your highest sales price? 900,000. Which one did you like better? So pretty obvious. And there's all kinds of benefits for doing this. So being intentional in what you do and making sure that your marketing doesn't go out to the whole community, but it's very specific. So with different media, you can target different price points. You can also target different price points in your headlines, in your marketing. So instead of saying 3-bedroom, I have, 15 3-bedroom homes for sale in Nashua, New Hampshire. I have 6 3-bedroom homes in the north end of Nashua. The only people that would call are people who are looking in the north end of Nashua. And the north end of Nashua is 4 times the average sales price. So using the community of the higher priced in your marketing intentionally, strategically, makes a huge difference. Does that make sense?
It does. Makes total sense. Any other ideas or strategies?
Absolutely. Occupations. So if a realtor was prospecting for business, which they all do, instead of just cold calling, prospect for accounts. So doctors make more money than, janitors. So the HR department of a hospital was a great resource for me to increase my average sales price. Expired listings. I wanted to add value on today's call about buyers getting buyer loans, but expired listings, there's a percentage of listings that expire that are staying in the community and they'll be buying again. So 1 lead equals 2 deals. But instead of calling all the expireds, let's determine what our ICP is, our ideal client profile, and do things that put us in front of those clients more frequently than all the clients. Community events can be another good one. So there's community events that I'd cut my left arm to be at because the people there are high-priced buyers, targeted clients. And then there's community events that you couldn't pay me to go to. So just being strategic.
I like it. And reminder, everyone, really have your sales process together when it comes to move up buyers. Because let's face it, as a lender, if you could be the one to say, hey, what's the value of moving up to a family and actually getting a family to say, you know what, I'm going to list my home and I'm going to buy a bigger home. That's a home run for a real estate agent. So all you mortgage professionals, make sure that you are just expert when it comes to creating a move up analysis and a cost and waiting analysis. So let's kind of wrap this up. By the way, community, if you're getting value from this, like it, share it. And Brian, if you could just tell anybody how they can connect with you, give us a little bit of overview on the services that you have and how people can follow up with you after today's interview.
I appreciate it. I'm on all the social media sites, LinkedIn, Facebook. I have a YouTube channel where they can take my training and share it with real estate agents as an added value, which would be a great introduction. My website is brianmoses.com, and my email is brian, B-R-I-A-N, @brianmoses.com. And if anybody watching would like to do an event in their area, I'd be happy to work with you, show you how to zero cost it, doesn't cost you any money financially. In fact, some mortgage originators I've done this with have made money on the events, which is pretty exciting. And we can add massive value in your community and get you in front of 100, 200 real estate agents in the morning.
Love it. Hey, Brian, thank you for taking time to come into the Mortgage Trends community, deliver some value. Love the headlines, love the advice that you provided, my friend. Nice to meet you.
Thank you, Dave.
All right. Have an awesome day.
You too.